Hello, everyone. I just wanted to give a quick little update on the iPad version of PhotoCuller, as well as PhotoCuller running on the iPhone a bit later on. So the app is coming along quite nicely. I know many of you have been waiting a while for this update, and I've just been taking my time with it because I want to make sure that I produce a high quality application. But I feel like it's in a state now where I can give a demo. So here is PhotoCuller running on an iPad. So we have the sidebar here, and we have the ability to run ingest, which is basically the same as the desktop version. You can add multiple sources. You can work with variables. So here I'm editing the path template. If I want to add a year variable, all that kind of stuff works here. I've added these categories so you can quickly find certain variables. Like for example, if I want a session variable, and then we can apply that. And then there's all the options here for filters and stuff that you can do on the desktop version. And then at the bottom here, you'll see the session variables. And then you basically can run ingest on your iPad to ingest your folders into whatever destination folder of your choice. The next thing I wanted to showcase is, so here I have a sample folder loaded of photos here. On the left side panel here, there's 3 tabs. So there's the library, which is pretty much the same as the desktop, where you have the Apple Photos albums and your saved folders. In this case, I call them bookmarks here. We have the stats panel, which is also carried over from the desktop version. They basically act as filters as well. So clicking on this will filter by flagged, for example. And we also have the info panel, which is the file info panel from the desktop. So you can see all the information from photos you select. And at the top here, you'll notice we have all the toolbars. So these are the standard kind of filters from the desktop. So for example, we can filter by flags, star ratings. We have the sorting controls here. We also have the group by feature. So you can group by hour, day, month, all that kind of stuff. And we have multi-select, so you can select multiple images like this and run an operation on those images. So in this case, I want to do a rename. So here I can rename these files. So let's say I would like to rename this with a sequence number. So I can just basically add a dash. And let's say I want to use a sequence number, apply, we'll start at 001, and we'll hit rename. And now those files have been renamed with the sequence number. So we have rename support. There's also support for running workflows. So all the power of the workflows from the desktop version has carried over to the iPad. The only difference being on the iPad, you can only run one workflow at a time. You can't run many workflows. And that's just due to the constraints and the amount of resources that a mobile device has. But it has all the same power as the desktop version. With the templates, as I showed before, we have all the processing steps. There's a few that iPad won't have, such as the DNG conversion, and I don't have cropping support and a few other ones here. But all the main ones are here now. All the filtering, XMP sidecars, and yeah, so we have almost the entire workflow engine. Double tapping on an item will open up the full view. And basically there is gestures for swiping up and down on the left side or the right side, or tapping, swiping to go to the next photo, tapping to go to the next photo. We have the frame feature. We also have face panel. I'll demo that in a little bit. We can toggle on the film strip. We also have side-by-side view along with synchronized zoom. So that's also carried over. And we also have the metadata panels, focus peaking, um, pretty much everything we have from the desktop. And we also have the full-on IPTC editor as well. So here you can edit all the IPTC metadata for photos, and you can choose what options you want to display inside of this editor, just like the desktop version. In the top right corner here, we have the settings menu where you can customize where things are positioned. So you can reposition the action bar. So right now the action bar is the bar at the bottom here with the color labels, the stars and the flag. So you can put it on, say, the left side if you want it on the left, or you can also move it to the right side if you prefer it there, or on the bottom. Same with the overlays. We have the frame margins in the background where you can choose a different background color behind the image. So I can go say dark gray, and now we have a dark gray background. Most of the other stuff is shown, and we have all the settings. So iPad also supports IPTC templates. So we can go ahead and create the templates just like the desktop version and apply them. We also have filter presets is also carried over. So we can build the same powerful filters and combinations as you can. And these can be used in the workflows, again, just like the desktop version of PhotoCuller. And code replacement is also available. So this is for the power users. Those of you who know what code replacements is going to really love this feature. So that also carries over. And we also have settings for the gestures in full view. So it's basically the screen is split into two sides, and you can select different gestures per side for like swiping up, swiping down. So all of that is customizable here as well. And let me just load up a different folder here. I have this one with stock images of faces, and we also have the face panel. So just like the desktop, you get the faces panel. Clicking on it will zoom in on that image. These panels are also resizable. And I think that, yeah, the other thing I can show is that you can also customize the metadata overlay as well. You can choose what attributes you want to have displayed along with the position and also custom ones. So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick demo of where we're at. So just wrapping up the final development here. I'll be sending out a test flight to more people as well to get some more feedback and fixing some bugs here. And then I have to get it ready for publishing. But it's getting closer and closer to being done every day. And I just wanted to give a quick little update of where we're at. Next up, I will also demo it running on the iPhone, since PhotoCuller is not only for the iPad, it's also for the iPhone as well. Okay, so here we are on the iPhone. So the iPhone has all of the same features as the iPad version, just optimized for a smaller screen. So here I have that same faces collection as the iPad. And if I double tap, we get the full view. We have the face panel, just like on the iPad. And tapping on a face here will open up the larger zoomed in view. We also have all the overlays, such as the histogram. Pretty much everything's here. And film strip as well. And at the bottom here, We have these expandable star ratings and color labels. I think many of you, when you're doing a workflow, you might be doing star ratings first. So you can choose which one is the primary focus here by toggling on these subpanels. And this can also be positioned just like the iPad, where you can mount it on the right-hand side if you prefer this kind of layout, or if you want it on the left-hand side. So again, all the customization carries over, just like the iPad version here. We have on we have the same stats, and info panel is all here. And yeah, there's not much different other than it's just optimized better for an iPhone UI. So we have the same multi-select feature, select all, and pretty much code replacements, IPTC templates, all of that is here as well. And just to show the IPTC editor, the way that works is it opens up the sheet and you get a preview of the image that you're currently editing the metadata for. And again, here you can toggle on what settings or which fields appear. If you have an IPTC template, there'll also be a section that appears where you can apply a template. It's not shown here since I haven't set one up for this demo here. So yeah, just wanted to give a quick little demo. Thank you.